Hi everyone, meteorologist Rusty Dawkins looking at the high temperatures for the February 14th, Valentine's Day. Hot. Well, not hot, but I mean warm. Look at these temperatures. 66 in Lincoln, 68 in Oklahoma City, 64 San Antonio, which I guess that's more in line, but very, very warm temperatures near the freezing mark in International Falls. All of these temperatures are just incredibly warm for this time of year. The average high is 40 up here in parts of Nebraska. Gets a little bit warmer the further south you go, but all of these temperatures way above where they're supposed to be. So it's been a warm one. Now things are going to change over the next 24 to 48 hours. It doesn't last long, but a cold front from Canada is going to bring down with it some colder air to about Oklahoma City and Indianapolis. The colder air, actually it's just more normal air than anything, but cooler than what we've seen the last several days. So a cold front going to sweep through and brings with it a chance for some snow, which we'll talk about here in a minute or two. This is actually tomorrow for February 15th, closer to normal. When you get single digits above or below, that's usually pretty close. That's close enough. But once you get double digits below average, like Billings, 14 degrees below average, that's a little colder than normal. And then Indianapolis, 10 degrees above average, that's, then you start to notice things like that. But just about everybody, single digits above or below average for February 15th. For Friday, February 14th, colder air continues to push down. That cold front is about like that. So colder air on the northern side of that, the warmer air remaining in the southern half of that. So colder air definitely pushing a little bit further south. Again, this is closer to normal, maybe a little below average for places like Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, the Dakotas, into Montana and Wyoming, maybe even Minnesota as well, International Falls. Hate to see International Falls colder than average because they're already cold all the time anyway. But that's what Friday looks like. Then Saturday, just about everybody is seeing winter come back for a little bit. And how about looking at the temperature anomaly? Well, it's a little colder than average, especially for this big chunk right here. Texas, the deep south, all the way up towards New York. Most of those are double digits below average. So that's when you're going to take notice. The thing is, though, this won't last very long. Speaking of that cold front, that's going to spark a chance for some thunderstorms, generally from about Dallas up towards almost Paducah. You're looking at western Tennessee, maybe parts of the Boot Hills, southeast Missouri, and the northwestern portion of maybe Mississippi and Alabama. But those thunderstorms are possible on Friday. That's something we'll look at here in just a second. The geopotential height, 250 millibar upper air pattern. What I'm looking for here is this colder air that's all the way up here. How close does that get to the U.S.? Well, it's just barely. When you start to see the pinks showing up, that's the colder air. But when you got the blues and maybe even the greens here, that's closer to normal. So let's kind of put this back into motion and look at that for that bend as well. See this bend right here? That's a pretty good chance for some snow. That's going to be pushing to the east. But notice over here, get the warm air bubbling back up into Los Angeles, Las Vegas, towards El Paso, and all of that eventually is going to push its way back east as this cold air. Look at all that brutally cold air right there. Just it's still into Canada. It doesn't quite make its way into New England, but it's cold enough. It's close enough that portions from Wisconsin, Michigan, and then up towards New England is going to get grazed with some really cold air, but this warmer air over here, that's quick on its heels. So this cold air that is right over here won't stick around long because this warm air right here is set to replace it. So warm air here, cold air here. That didn't work very well. How about snowfall, rainfall, thunderstorms, things like that? Well, here's your snow, and then snow here. All right, put this into motion. Okay, you got a good chance for some snowfall in this area, and then another chance here in the upper elevations into parts of Nebraska and South Dakota, in and around the St. Louis area, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri might see some snow. This is Friday afternoon. Then pushing forward into Saturday morning, that snow chance, basically all of New England has a chance for some snow, and then along and south of Denver, chance for some snow. That's about it for precipitation. So not a lot of widespread snowfall, but still a chance. I'm watching this over here. See that? Let's put a marker on that and keep an eye on that thing. This is Sunday, very early Sunday morning, late Saturday night, Sunday morning. Not a whole lot going on. Maybe some rain into parts of Florida. Pushing forward, yeah, look at, see, there it is. This is your next weather maker for next week. Got some snow kicking in over here, some snow kicking in parts of the upper elevations of the Rocky Mountains. This is still Swath. That's a good looking storm right there. That's going to bring a lot of rain for parts of the California coast into the upper elevations. Some snow over here towards Maine by Monday morning, and that's about it. So how much rain or how much liquid are we talking about? Well, when you start to see the blues, that's over a ½ an inch. So see up here, that's your ½ an inch. So not a whole lot of areas seeing heavy rain except for Florida and the very southern fringe of Texas, and then the California and Oregon coast. Snowfall potential, once you start to see not just blue. Blue is enough. That's 3 to 6, maybe up to 12 inches of snow. You tend to see that more so like in the Rocky Mountains. You might see 3 to 6 here. This is your 1 to 3 range from central Missouri towards Indianapolis and towards the East Coast. But you start to see a little pink here, a little pink there. That's your 12 to 18 to maybe 2 feet of snow. That's usually in the upper elevations of the Rocky Mountains and parts towards the West Coast. So watches and warnings. You got a whole line here, winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings. That's mainly for that storm system that will be making its way west to east. So let's look at the precipitation outlook, February 20th through the 24th, getting into the towards the end of February, and it looks mostly dry. Got a lot of dry air here from Minneapolis to Lincoln to Dallas. I mean, even Louisiana, below normal 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. How about temperatures? Way warm. I mean, this is, you're talking February 20th through the 24th, 6 to 10 days out, and holy smokes, bullseye, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and almost everybody is going to be above average for temperatures as we head through and into the second half of February. So that's your forecast for today. Would love it if you'd like and subscribe. Really helps out, and I'll have another forecast for you soon. Bye.